Wathshlah Naidu from International Women's Rights Section Watch Asia Pacific, Naidu Asia Pacific. In terms of looking at the role, impact of women in development, what we have seen is all this while women have been seen as beneficiaries to aid or development. What is not recognized is the impact that development has had on women, which include things like the loss of livelihood, often displacement experienced by women in the course of huge development projects. There is also interrelated violation and deprivation of rights of women in the name of development. If we look one step behind, looking at the impact of aid and how it's channeled towards women, very often women are not even the direct beneficiaries. They are an instrumentalist approach is really taken, whereby women receive any form of aid to support other forms of development. What we also see is in bringing in the private sectors as a major player or one of the key players in development, we find a situation where there is really not going to be enough regulation of the private sectors. We've seen private sectors themselves have been a main source of violation of women's rights. They contribute to violation of women's rights. And if the state now is taking on a role of taking a step back as the key player in terms of development, how do we then hold the private sectors accountable? Okay. It is generally the state, especially through to their role in ratifying and adopting international human rights principles and standards that can be held accountable. So we now need to rechannel our advocacy and lobbying and looking at the specific roles of state. You bring in private sectors into the picture as a key player, then you need to ensure there are enough regulation, there are enough laws, and enough adherence to international human rights principles so that there isn't further violation of rights. There has been very clear guidelines to dictate how private sectors become a player in any course of development.
Thank you very much.